reached the breaking point in life? You know, I've had it, the straw that broke the camel's back. Something's got to give, stuff like that. We've kind of all been there, haven't we?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
we have. But the stakes aren't usually as high as they were back in 1838 when a young man from Delmarva hit that breaking point and decided that he'd had enough of his life in slavery. Next week marks the 187th anniversary of the day Fred Bailey made a run for it and began his transformation into freedom fighter Frederick Douglass. And Jim Duffy of Secrets of the Eastern Shore is here to give us a blow-by-blow account of the day Frederick Douglass found his way to freedom. Jim, welcome to DelmarvaLife.
Thanks for having me.
So first, let's review where Frederick Douglass was at this point in his life.
Yes, you know, he had such a complicated life. So let's just say that there's two things to know. First of all, he is, for somebody my age, a kid. He is 20 years old, just turned 20. Second, he'd been through more than most people go through in 70 or 80 years by the time he was 20. The ups and downs in his life were incredible. But at 20, he ends up in Baltimore. He's in the care of his owner's brother. And that brother cuts a deal with him. And that deal is Fred can live where he wants, work where he wants, do what he wants. He's basically free, except he's got to pay the owner $3 a week in rent. Fred takes the deal, gets a job, gets a place to live. This is the best time of his life. He is learning things. He's part of this like self-improvement group, learning oratory, all the things that would come in handy later in his life. Meets a young woman from Denton, free black woman from Denton named Anna, starts to fall for her, goes to a camp meeting on the outskirts of Baltimore, gets caught up in the spirit of the whole thing, decides to stay an extra day, comes back and is a day late with his rent.
No.
All over. Get back in here. You're a regular old slave again.
Just like
that was the breaking point.
Oh, I
right?
bet,
That was the
I
breaking
bet.
He'd been thinking about running away for a long time, but he was not ready to do that. He didn't have enough money, didn't have the proper paperwork, but that was kind of set everything into this high-speed motion. Like that, the woman that he met, Anna, sold a bunch of her furniture and gave him the money, and so he gets all frantic about it. And he doesn't get into a perfect situation. He gets into kind of he's got dodgy paperwork. It's gonna try to pass him off as a free black mariner, and he uses it to get on a train. And he's wearing a whole costume like he's a free black mariner, and he's nervous as all get out when the conductor comes to take his money. But he survives that, and you'd think once the train took off, everything should be good.
He should be on his way.
But no. Have you ever run into exactly the wrong person in exactly the wrong place at exactly the wrong time? That happened not once, not twice, 3 times.
Wow.
And that all happened in Havre de Grace at the Susquehanna River. There's no bridge over the Susquehanna. So the train comes up to the Susquehanna, you got to get off, get on a ferry, and go to the other side. Guy on the ferry is a guy he works with. Fred is in costume as a merchant mariner, and he's using a fake name. The guy's like, Fred, how you doing? What's up with all the weird clothes? Why are you dressing like
Oh,
that?
no.
Yeah, so Fred is just like, hello, Joe, hello, and goes to the back of the boat, gets away with it, nobody notices. Gets on a train on the other side. You know how there's incoming and outgoing trains right next to each other? Looks out the window. His boss from the shipyard in Baltimore is in the other train. He's like, please don't look at me, please don't let. He doesn't look at him. And then the train takes off from there, and there's a German blacksmith guy he worked with in the shipyards of Baltimore staring directly at him.
Oh boy.
And Fred is sure that he recognized him, but the guy just kind of decided it's okay.
So did he make it? Did he make it to New
He
York?
did. He got to New York September 4th, called Anna up from Baltimore. They got married by another escaped slave, and he was on his way, changed his name. So he's on his way at last to becoming Frederick Douglass.
That is an incredible story. Wow.
So many opportunities to be caught.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what would have happened if he got caught? How history might have changed.
Might have changed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Jim Duffy, Secrets of the Eastern Shore, as always, thank you so much.
Thank you.